Okay, next question. Gentleman there with his hand up. And then if we can get a microphone to the gentleman there as well, and we can just flip to that question straight after. They are right in front of you. Yeah.
Next time I want all of you body mic'd.
Hi, this is to anyone with Russo in their surname. Should we interpret the recruitment of Spider-Man by Tony Stark as him using child soldiers? And if so, what does it say to Iron Man's character? Well, I got a bit heavy, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's perhaps the most powerful child soldier in the world. But, he's look, there's a certain narcissism to the character, and you know, Tony doesn't want to lose this fight. At the same time, I think he also sees Spider-Man as the greatest living non-lethal weapon. If you're going out to capture a bunch of people who you don't necessarily want to hurt, you couldn't ask for a better character than Spider-Man to take with you. He does show up and you know, illustrate that Spider-Man, he knows how powerful he is in a video where we see Spider-Man stopping a car moving 40 miles an hour, where he catches it and puts it back on the ground. So I think he believes that he's taking with him perhaps one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel Universe. And I think he feels like the kid will be well protected under his tutelage. You also find out in that sequence, when things go wrong, the kid says, "What do I do?" And Tony says, "Keep your distance, web him up." So he's obviously mentored the kid for what's about to go down.
But it's still very irresponsible.
Robert, can you talk a little bit about working with Tom? Because that scene in particular, where you arrive at his house and in his bedroom and stuff, it's wonderful. And just about how you first met Tom and what that meeting was like, and him being cast.
Well, now that 2 out of 3 Spider-Men are English, I really got to talk Maguire off the ledge now. But Mr. Holland, anyone who experienced him, you know, he's not a work in progress. I mean, he's really something else. And I think by the way folks reacted to this, I mean, it's always, you know, it's like a new anyone, you know. I think he really came on with a bang, and there's a lot of excitement about seeing what'll happen when he kind of holds his own, you know. But did anyone dislike Holland, or are we all okay with him? We'll talk about it later. Yeah. We'll post something if there's any dissension.
I think the gentleman's got a microphone over there.
Hello, my name is Arthur. I'm from Germany. I have a question for Daniel. Yes, I really loved the performance. I thought your villain was one of the most sympathetic one that Marvel has put out so far, and his motivations are very understandable. I like that he's still alive by the end of the film. So I wanted to ask you, are you under contract for more films, potentially?
It's a question for Kevin, then.
I couldn't answer that question. I hope so, but no, I mean, this is not something I can talk about.
Answered the question.
Quick answer.
I hope so, but no. But I can't answer that question.
Do you want to elaborate on your thoughts about your character being sympathetic, or the most sympathetic villain?
That's what attracted me right away, because it's not a cliche stereotype villain. You know, he has his very human motivations. He has his reasons. So that gives the character, you know, depth, and you know, makes him ambivalent.
Okay. Next question, please. Got a microphone there? There we go.
A question for Elizabeth and Emily. When you're on set with this much testosterone, do you kind of dig your heels in and go really girly, or do you just throw in the towel and become blokified?
Blokified?
I rather just hold my own without having to be extra girly or blokified.
Yeah, no,
I think just like hanging as yourself is good. I thought I almost made it, by the way, without having to say anything.
No chance. That's why I'm here.
And Emily, the same for you?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's a lot of dudes. I will say that. But yeah, everyone's great. It's a really good environment. I don't think there's any girlifying or blokifying going on.
Do they kind of watch their language when they're around you guys?
No.
I mean, I'm still trying to work on watching my own language.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not 8, by the way, as well.
I have no idea where you are either. I'm just scanning.
Elizabeth, Can I ask you about one thing that I love about this is the pairings of the relationships, whether those are, you know, the allies or indeed the kind of conflicts that you have between all the Marvel kind of superheroes. And for you and Paul's character in particular, there's this wonderful kind of play, you know, off each other. Was that fun to work with Paul in person? For the first time. We'll talk to you in a second, Paul, if that's okay about it.
Paul, can you just hold on 1 second?
But yeah, working on that kind of pairing and the relationship particularly with Vision.
I think it's something that that fans have wanted, but we're just trying to root it into something that's like more pure of a friend and a companion. Because we have to make up like what, like I am made from, I'm not a mutant, I'm made from his stone basically. And so we have that in common, and to use that as a thread that roots our relationship, I think is really important and grounding in a way. Paul? Bettany?
What she said.
Thank you. Actually, could Paul Rudd take this one?
I think they're both, they're joined by the fact that neither of them know the extent of their powers, and that's terrifying, but also unites them.
And for you, being there as a physical being, how much fun was that for the entirety of the film?
Oh, it was hot. Thank you for asking.
Was it makeup? It wasn't a mask. It wasn't kind of you can just put it on you, but it was.
It's makeup that they then they continue on with computer-generated stuff. So I'm wondering why I'm in the makeup.
Why is this so loud? What are you? Every time I laugh, I'm blowing up my mic.
Oh, jeez. Thanks.
Do you want a handheld? Shall I give you a handheld and you can stop?
No, it's fine. I'll just talk like that.
Okay, whisper. Do you want to finish the answer to that, please?
Oh, I was. Thank you.
Okay. Gentleman in the checked shirt, please. Can we get a microphone to him, please? And then if someone over this way can put their hand up, and we'll get a microphone to you as well. Lady in the pink top, I think. Yeah.
Hello, thanks. I haven't actually seen the film yet, so no spoilers, please. This is a question for Anthony and Jeremy. As the guys who have the lacking of superpowers but a whole lot of weaponry at your side, how do you feel your characters contribute to the overall war that's less than civil?
A lot of leg workouts. I have it in my contract that I have 2 behind shots twice in the movie. So, thighs and quads, man, thighs and quads.
It's almost like he answered a different question.
Gotta give them what they want, baby, Can't have a tree without the trunk, you know what I'm saying?
Aren't quads and thighs the same thing?
Yeah. No, it's 2 different muscles.
Oh, okay.
2 different muscles on either side of your leg. Your hamstrings in the back. Leads down.
Yes, but they are on your thighs.
They are on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So quads and thighs.
No. Your thighs are here. Your quad is the front muscle.
Glutes and
Last question.
Would you like
Men's
to feel
health?
my quad?
Anyone here from Men's Health?
Right now.
Renner, will you help a brother out?
I love you guys. I love you guys.
Do you want to add to that, sir?
What's it?
Nope.
About
okay.
my butt? No.
We'll move on to the next question. Lady with the microphone there.
Hi, Tina from The Sun. It's one for Robert and for Chris. Has the emergence of the Justice League made the Avengers up their game?
Oh, there.
Sorry. Sorry, the question was, has the emergence of the Justice League made the Avengers up their game?
Well, I don't think anyone up here, makes movies based on what other people are doing. I think, for the most part, we're kind of doing what we do because it's
because we do it really well.
We do. It's true. I shouldn't say we. It really is the Marvel, the higher ups who've somehow figured out this formula of good movies.
Listen, when they get a Bucky, we'll start talking.
I was just about to ask you a question, Sebastian.
Oh, good. I was hoping that...
I want to ask about the airport
It's about your quads.
Not about your quads, yeah, no. About the airport scene, because it's a huge scene and there's kind of so much going on. In terms of the actual reality of filming that, how much was there when you were filming it and kind of how was it?
Well, only half of us were there, as in the Team Cap, because I think Team Iron Man was not
At
really
lunch
there.
hanging out.
But, thanks, Chris.
You're welcome, dude.
No, well, we shot
Friendship.
it over 5 months, so it was.
That one scene?
Yeah, it was sort of chopped up in different bits. And most of the time, it's like what Anthony likes to describe, acting with a tennis ball. Because you're just, there with your imagination and the green screen.
The relationship between you and Cap, it's, sorry, spoiler, maybe close your ears for a second. Anyone else who's not seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Me neither.
When Steve loses Peggy, he's his only connection to his previous life. He's the thing that he wants to hold dear, which is a real kind of tenderness to this, kind of superhero film, really, which you guys just play. Was that something you kind of, sort of talked about in terms of that relationship, what it would have been like in the past, and bringing it to now?
Yeah, that's one of the best parts of the movie, in my opinion, that I think you have these guys who, they shared a battlefield together. I think any guy has been in war will tell you that once you actually risk your life and have seen war with someone else, that's your brother for life. And they were brothers even before that. And then given the fact they both have gone through such trauma, Cap, they've each lost, and Bucky more so than me, things were taken from him. But as a result, we both kind of have even more of a connection and more of a bond, and we are the only remaining thing, especially, I don't want to, no spoilers, the last remaining chapter, the last remaining elements of a previous life. So it really kind of transcends that kind of family dynamic that we've built in the Avengers, where you see a guy like Cap who typically does what people need, and in this movie he does kind of what he wants. And he prioritizes his personal ties over the needs of the masses. And it's all because of this kind of brotherhood foundation they've built.
Right, thank you. Gentleman here with a question, and then if we can get a microphone over there as well. There.
It's a question for Robert on behalf of the male members of the cast, and for Elizabeth on behalf of the female members of the cast. How do you see the characters progressing through the movies, and how much of that evolution is down to you as actors, as opposed to what's on the page?
I don't really want to talk for anyone else.
Oh, I don't mind. Here's all I want to say. Feige and I were out to dinner last night, and you'd have thought they'd dosed our bubby water. We were looking back at the last 10 years and all the kind of little miracles and the blood, sweat, and tears that had to happen to keep developing all these characters, and we just got kind of like, not in a self-aggrandizing way, but just kind of giddy and kind of super, super grateful at how things have gotten. But as far as the people who really have to hash it all out, I mean, you'd have to talk to Kevin and the team. I want to say, because I generally give no credit to writers, and I'll try not to do this again, that Marcus and McFeely did an exceptional job on this, which was a really tall order. There, I said it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey You